Allow me to throw a jab here. The labor union should understand that no matter how much we cling to our freedom and rights, to call for strike within 9 months of an administration is unacceptable. If you want to participate in the electoral process, wait on the 2027. If not, maintain peace. You are not the only voice of Nigerians.
First of all, the
labor union should understand that no matter how much we cling to our freedom and rights, to call for strike within 9 months of an administration is unacceptable. If you want to participate in the electoral process, wait on the 2027. If not, maintain peace. You are not the only voice of Nigerians.
First of all, he said it's a jab. No, that's not a jab. That was a direct threat to the Labour Congress and Nigerians, because the Labour Congress represent the voice of Nigerians. And considering the fact that Tinubu himself was part of the 2012 protest occupied Nigeria against the Goodluck Jonathan government, and considering the circumstances then compared to now, protests should have started immediately. His bad policies started inflicting pains on Nigerians. Yes, consider the price of goods at that time compared to now. One wonders why Nigerians today are not on the street. If the people in power today if they were to be in the opposition, they would have provoked a kind of they would have carried out a kind of a protest that would have provoked a military coup. They would have shut down the country. The protest would have been so widespread that the security agency would have been able to control them. Any form of strike or protest is an undeniable right of the citizen. The citizen, the constitution bestow the power on the citizen to carry out a protest or strike whenever they perceive that certain policies of the government is against the people, is anti-people. The constitution empowers them to carry out a protest or a strike. So Tinubu should stop his threat. There is no law in Nigeria constitution that bans protest. So Tinubu should get on with his job. After all, look at other protests that have taken place in the past in Nigeria. Some of them were very fruitful because the government conceded some things to the citizens. But look at this time. Despite the 4 protests that have taken place by the LLC, the government have never yielded anything. They've never considered anything. They were so quick to remove the subsidy, float the naira, and increase custom duty. But they are not quick to increase salaries of workers. They couldn't even manage to even increase salary of worker with even 5,000. 5,000 that is less than $2. What a shame. This is injustice. This is very, very unfair to the Nigerian workers. It's very, very unfair. How much can the minimum wage today can even buy a bag of rice? Why will Tinubu so harden his heart, put our workers, put Nigeria through these pains and agony? Why must Tinubu try to make Nigerian workers to practice hellfire while they are still on earth? This injustice has got to stop. Everyone has got to lend their voice to this injustice now. How can Tinubu and his fellow gangs that hijack power keep on inflicting pains on Nigerians every day and keep on telling Nigerians to keep quiet and wait till the rainy day? How long are we going to wait? Even in the Bible, the four lepers said, why see 3 years we die? We are leprous. We are not allowed into Israel. We are not allowed into Samaria. Food is not coming from Israel. Food is not going to Samaria. What do we do? Why see 2 years we die? If we sit here, we pay. What happened? They took a leap. They took a step of faith and enter Samaria. And their way going, that was how God made the Samaria to hear that noise. They left and they were able to get food. The Tinubu cannot be inflicting pains and agony on Nigerians and keep on telling Nigeria, threatening us to keep quiet. For everyone say Tinubu is not God. He can never be God. He's too small to be a God. Why Tinubu keep on telling Nigeria to patient and wait till the rainy day? You look at the lavish life, the stupendously lifestyle of our politicians. They still drive around with low motorcade as if they are not using petrol, as if they are not part of Nigeria that should endure the process. While they are living in, living in wet, living in, enjoying stupendous lifestyle. They want Nigeria to endure are they not part of Nigeria? Why tell Nigerians to manage? Why you not show example of managing yourself? This is how can our politicians be so heartless as if they came to power to punish Nigerians? I repeat, now they be in 9 months. 9 months in, they've never managed to increase the salary of Nigeria workers. Even with this just 5,000 naira, that is less than $5. Isn't this wickedness? Please, no wickedness. Tell me at the comment section what it is. As far as I'm concerned, this is a sheer wickedness upon the fact that the price of goods in the market has tripled. How can our workers cope? Everyone is feeling the heat, including the police and the soldier. Forget the fact that policemen are, some of them are able to manage, some of them are able to extort money from the citizens and even kidnap. No Nigerian worker can survive on the salary they earn today. That is the reality on ground. Dear Nigerian worker listening to this, can you please confirm this at the comment section? Can your salary of today carry you through the month? Are you able to survive you and your family with the salary you are earning today? Please, I want to see your comment on this at the comment section. So they should spend more time. The government of Tinubu, they should spend more time solving the issue. As a matter of fact, the issues on ground today, they created them. They created them by not thinking wisely. They created them by not thinking twice, by their bad policies. They created the issues on ground. Instead of continuously giving Nigeria empty hope, empty hope. Empty hope, we are no longer a campaign. This is not campaign season. They should get on with the job. They should show what they are capable of. They should show what they are able to change. I remember when Buhari came to power, there was a guy, a pastor friend of mine, that supported Buhari. So when I was speaking against him, he supported Buhari. Now, a few months in, when Buhari's hardship started, this guy spoke. When he spoke, someone from the government called him to say, no, be patient, this worker. Till Buhari let the things ever work out. It is work. We know those. We know how things work out. But with the shenanigans of this crop, of this element we see, how possible is Nigeria going to move forward? Things are going to be better. They should focus on improving the lifestyle of Nigeria. They should focus. They should try and change their bad policy that is inflicting pains and agonies on us. Enough is enough. If Tinubu know he can't do the job, if he know he cannot better the life of Nigeria, he should get out from there. It's not by jacking power, making the name of I'm a president. Imagine the way he talks so arrogantly and sarcastically. So with all due respect, may God have mercy on me. I detest this guy. Just imagine the way he's addressing Labour Party, Nigerian Labour Congress, to address it like this, to address every single Nigerian connected to them. This is insane. The trade is not going to solve anything. It's about doing the job. If you're not ready to do the job, expect to be criticized. That's expected.
To reduce the purchasing power of the people, we can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net
Yes, this was during the campaign. Maybe Tinubu feels is special. Maybe Tinubu feels is God that no one can criticize him or conduct any form of protest against his government. He's actually living up to his expectation. He said he says going to reduce the purchasing power of Nigeria. Isn't that what he's doing exactly? Isn't that what he's currently doing now, dear Nigerians? If you worth 1 million naira as at January, it is not worth up to 30% of what it was worth back in the days. So everyone is feeling the heat. They should stop the threat, stop the intimidation, and focus on the work. It sounds like something a military dictator would say. Or are we no longer in democracy? This is pure dictatorship. You can't you can't control how people will feel when you, especially when you have inflict pains on them. You can't control it. They have the right to express, their grievances whichever way they feel. His government has inflicted the worst type of pains on Nigerians, and he expects Nigerians to clap for him. He expects Nigerians to celebrate him. He expects Nigerians to keep mute. It's not everybody. It's not everybody that are batified. Even those of them, some of them that sang and batified last year, this year they no longer sing and batify. All of them, they've become hungrified. They expect everyone to keep quiet. That is why those that come up criticize, the LSC leadership should not blame it too much. You can imagine the kind of threat they go through. The LSC president himself said it the other time that they were under immense pressure to cancel the protest. That was why they canceled the protest, that they could not even continue on the next day. This time around, Tinubu made the threat publicly, told them one on one, direct threat. If you were to be in this show, what will you do? Listening to Tinubu, his message was clear. In other words, if you don't understand all the message of the government that has been coming to you, this is a direct threat to you. Hey, give us time or else. Even in this markup, Tinubu, I call Pablo Escobar, is given 100 years. It will not change anything because his primary aim is to inflict pain on Nigeria. His primary aim is to make sure that Nigerians they experience health fire while they are still alive. Just imagine him saying that he will reduce the purchasing powers of Nigeria. This is why companies are leaving. An economy of over 200 people, and the people that can be able to afford things are not even up to 10 million. That means Nigeria has become one of the most poorest countries, smaller country, not up to 10 million, not up to 10 million people that have purchasing power. Now you see why the reason why conglomerates are leaving, because as far as they are concerned, they are wasting time here. Before this is a country of over 200 million people, the purchasing power was high. But right now, those that have the purchasing power more than less than 10 million. So they feel they are here wasting time. That's why they are living. Why? Because Pablo Escobar said that was what he's going to do, and that is what he's succeeding in doing right now. So the conglomerate living, when they compare, what their earnings, in a country of over 200 million people, compare it to another country that have about 10 million people, and their earning is more. So they live in Nigeria means nothing to them. They miss nothing. It means nothing to them, and they miss nothing in Nigeria. There is nothing like waiting for Tinubu's policy to materialize, because it was there during Buhari's time. He was one of those that installed Buhari there. He even advised him during COVID-19 to print more money. He advised him in 2020 to print more money to avert recession. And Buhari went ahead to Buhari printed more money up to the tune of 22 trillion naira, which was equivalent to the tune of about $50 billion. Where is that money right now? I ask again, where is that money today? But I speak to you, no one knows. So Nigeria, we have to pay for it. Nigerians weren't part of the decision to print money, even though they have no idea how the money was printed or where it was printed. But today, they are part, they are the one feeling the pains and they are the one feeling the heat. For heaven's sake, why will Tinubu remove the subsidy, float the naira? How else do they expect Nigerians to survive? Float dollar and devalue naira. I don't get it. And the worst part of all this, they are not even giving anything back to a citizen in return. If they increase custom duty, that means they are trying to discourage import. So, what is the other alternative they created? Or did they think that the imported goods will just vanish if they want to? If they want to discourage import, wisdom demand they should create an environment to at least encourage local production. If they've done any of this, it would have been understandable. In fact, the local production that was even taking place in Nigeria, they discouraged it by the removal of subsidy. Before local manufacturing can thrive in any country, manufacturers shouldn't be bothered with the stress of them providing their own electricity. It is only in Nigeria this abnormality can happen. So Nigeria is simply not competitive. No one will waste his time buying generator, buying diesel, to power generate, buying diesel and not petrol to power their generator in order to do business in Nigeria. They would rather go to an enabling environment and a country that can provide all this for them. And thinking that investors will come here, to come and do business and take advantage of whatever they think. No, they will come. They will not come. Wasn't it this Qatar, small Qatar that they was forcing himself to go and discuss business idea with them? What happened? They told them they weren't interested and they wasn't welcome. So in summary, they should solve all this problem. All this problem that Nigerians has been crying about, protesters have been crying about, they should solve it, not compound the issue. Thanks for watching. Please kindly like this video and share it until it gets to their ear. Thank you.